The night was heavy with unease as Mark Burcham paced the living room of his Los Angeles home. The ticking clock echoed his growing anxiety. Amy, his wife, was supposed to be back from Boston hours ago. The silence of the house screamed louder with each passing minute, feeding his fear. The sudden ring of the phone sliced through the tension, a harbinger of doom. His world was shattered with a single phone call. Amy was dead. Doubts and questions inundated Mark's mind. He was like a man stumbling in the dark, groping for answers in the vast abyss that had once been his life. Amy, the woman he had loved and trusted, was now an enigma. Her life, once an open book, had morphed into a labyrinthine web of deceptions and half-truths. As he delved deeper, Mark found himself lost amidst a maze of lies and danger, each thread pulling him further from the reality he had known. Yet, the more he uncovered about Amy's clandestine world, the more he realized that he was not alone in his quest. There was another entity, a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows, watching his every move, matching his steps. The game had escalated, and the threat was no longer just a specter in the dark. It was real, it was close, and it was hungry for the same truth Mark sought. It appeared he wasn't the only one desperate for the truth. Mark was thrust into a deadly game when his beloved daughter, Tatum, became a pawn in this ruthless chase for truth. As the walls of his reality crumbled, his daughter's life hung in the balance, pushing Mark into a dangerous dance of deception and survival. Each step forward unraveled an intricate web of lies, each strand more shocking than the last. As he delved deeper, the betrayals cut through him, shattering the trust he thought he knew. His wife's deceit, the calculated threats, the manipulative games, they all started to make a terrifying sense. The stakes grew higher, the danger ever closer. The darkness he uncovered was deeper, more sinister than he could have ever imagined. A darkness that threatened to consume everything he held dear. Yet he pressed on, driven by a father's love, driven by desperation. The stakes escalated, shattering trust, uncovering earth-shattering betrayals, and unveiling a darkness deeper than imaginable. A twist in the tale left Mark reeling, disrupting the narrative he had so carefully constructed. The veneer of his life was shattered, leaving him teetering on the edge of a precipice, staring into the abyss of a reality he could hardly fathom. His quest for the truth had taken him down a dark and winding path. Each secret unveiled was a blow, each lie uncovered a punch to the gut. This was not the life he had signed up for. This was not the woman he had loved. Yet, in his darkest hour, Mark found a strength he never knew he possessed. The love for his daughter, his desire for justice, fueled him, driving him to confront the very essence of his fear. He was no longer the unsuspecting victim. He became the hunter, the pursuer of truth in a world shrouded in lies. His showdown with the ultimate truth was a battle of wills. The truth, a bitter pill, threatened to consume him, to drown him in a sea of despair. But Mark, he stood resolute, his resolve unwavering. The echoes of the past faded into silence. Mark emerged a changed man, the scars of betrayal sketched deep into his soul. The journey had transformed him, from a man caught in a web of deception to a relentless truth seeker, and ultimately, a survivor. His world, once comfortable and predictable, had been shattered and rebuilt through the crucible of truth. The once familiar landscape of his life was now marked with the craters of deception and loss, a stark reminder of the deadly game he was forced to play. Through the labyrinth of lies and danger, Mark had navigated with unwavering resolve, exposing a dark world hidden beneath the veneer of his once seemingly perfect existence. The Good Husband, a gripping thriller by Steve Frech, is a riveting journey into this dark heart of secrets and sacrifice. It's a tale that resonates, a tale that lingers long after the last word is read.